All right, guys. So we are here, iHeartRadio and Power 97.5 LA. I'm so excited, guys. We're getting ready to get started. Let's go. I always think about you and just all the things that you've done for the culture. And I was like, and this woman ain't brought me into bed with her new podcast,
Okay.
man, because you're
Listen.
creating conversation. How are
Yes.
you in this season right now? How's your heart?
Oh, I'm doing really well. I'm really excited to be creating something on my own. You know, I still have my radio show, Bevelations, on Sirius XM, where I interview all kinds of big stars. You should check out my latest interviews with Vivica A. Fox, and I also did one with Young Miami, which was very good. My Young Miami one went,
Young Miami
yeah,
is viral.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying, right? When an era of visibility with black artists is growing, but ownership is still a conversation, what does creative freedom and true ownership look like for you?
Creative freedom means that you don't need to ask permission to do things anymore. See, that's the thing I really want people to really understand. So yes, I still have a show on Sirius XM, but I also have my own YouTube show. So it's all about, you can meet somewhere in the middle. You can still be getting a corporate check for all my
Come on,
corporate
all my corporate
girlies.
girlies.
Okay,
Listen.
but then you should also always have something for yourself. I just interviewed Joyanne Reed, and she said,
First of all, amazing interview, by the way.
thank you. She
Amazing.
said, always be working your plan A while you're working. No, always be working your plan A while you're at your plan B. No, always
No,
be
remember,
working your
because
plan
you
B.
stopped her when she
Yes.
said, "I need your." I told
Yes.
you, I saw it. No, it was
Yes,
good.
yes,
It was
yes.
really
Thank you.
good.
No, but wait, let me do that again. Basically, your side hustle should always be working, even while you're working that big fancy job. But you should always have something else. Like you always have two men. Okay.
ABFF, have a good time this
Thank
weekend.
you, baby. It's lovely chatting with you.
Always. I was like, well, I mean, you got in my closet because I want these shoes you got on. Number one, right now in this season, with all the work that you have done, how are you and how's your heart?
Ooh, that is deep, man. We're not supposed to get that deep. Um, yeah, yeah, man. No, my heart. That's a good question, though. I'm so blessed to be in a place like this, and I think this time that we're in sort of requires a heart audit at times. So, you know what I mean. So even though it's tough right now and there's a lot of adversity, I feel good at heart.
Yeah, same, right? When you think of a lot of people that come to ABFF and they're chasing opportunity, for you, they're also looking for healing. What does this festival mean just for you specifically?
Ooh, for me, I think it's an opportunity to get this film in front of the people who are supposed to see this film, and to really have a space where we can enjoy this story and fully embrace it. Yeah,
Have a good time. You look fantastic. I need a size 10 in them shoes.
I got
Have a
you.
good time. Live your
Absolutely.
life. I
Take
just
care.
want to ask you, how are you and how's your heart?
Oh, thank you. My heart is very full. I mean, I'm getting married in like a few months.
You really are. I was like, I'm waiting on this.
Bursting at thy seams. My heart needs a corset because she's so full. No, I'm really, really grateful, and I'm really content. I think with just who I've become as a person. Me as a self growth individual led to all of these great things in my life. These great people, my great fiance. Thank you. But it started within, so I'm proud of me.
I'm proud of you, right? When you think of like music and acting, both emotional with the exposure in the art forms, with you, how are you just staying focused right now with everything?
Honestly, I think I'm slowing down, which helps me to stay focused, which helps me to stay centered because I did a lot of going fast and rushing out of like fear. And I don't know that everything that I did made a whole lot of sense. It just felt right at the time. But sometimes you need to sit with your feelings and make sure it's your truest truth. So I think that's how I'm staying focused, focusing on less.
Have a good time tonight. You look beautiful. Heart
Thank you
Radio.
so much.
How are you? Hi, my love. I'm so proud of you. Number one.
Did you
Mwah.
see it?
I did already.
What you think?
I can't say anything because, of course,
You
I
can
heard-
say if you like it or don't.
it's because it's you
Just
and
say-
because of all. Number one, how are you
So you
right now
like
in
it
this
or don't?
season? How's your heart?
So you like it or don't?
Okay, no, I love it. For
Okay,
real. It was
period.
good. Yo,
That's
it was
what I-
good. It was good. In this season right now, how are you and how's your heart?
My heart is fulfilled.
Yeah.
I am filled with a lot of gratitude.
Okay.
God has been good to me,
God has been
child.
really good to you, right? I mean, your character really enters a world that looks beautiful on the surface, but it really feels emotionally dangerous and all of the things. How did you emotionally prepare for that duality?
Well, I got a lot of pent up in here, so I was able to release it through this character. Yeah.
And you did the thing.
Thank you.
Have a good time tonight. You look
But guess
amazing.
what? I got a song at the end credits.
I
A
heard
new
a
one.
a
Did
new
you like
song.
it? It got some.
Style
It got
Clo, I
the
loved it.
live
It was
streams. I
nice.
produced it. Period. I
Go.
wrote it.
You gotta go. You gotta
Yes.
go. Have fun tonight. Bye.
Your
trip.
Bye.
And in this space right now in your life, how are you feeling?
Oh my gosh, you always ask me that. This morning I'm feeling pretty well. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm about to go moderate a panel with Glad. And I mean, my trip here was interesting. I got delays. I still don't have my credentials. Don't tell anyone. They were closed, not my fault. So yeah, I dealt with some delays. It was fun though. I'm glad to be here in Miami. This is my third ABFF. We're celebrating 30 years of ABFF. It's good. It's always a good time.
You know, when you think of Black queer storytelling, it has historically, honestly, been forced to live in margins. What does it mean to finally see these stories centered with depth and really full humanity?
It's time. It's time. And it's because for me, it's a reflection of like the community is not monolithic. And so the stories don't need to be monolithic. There are certain tropes that I feel like every group, whether you're gay, straight, Latino, Asian, Black, whatever, if you're on the margins or deemed on the margins, there are certain tropes and stereotypes that the media tends to lean into. And so when we get diversity of thought, we then get diversity of storytelling. And that is so important because no two of us are the same. We're all so different. Yeah.
Have a great time today. Have a
Thank
good
you.
moderation and all of the things.
Thank you. I still got to prep, but thank you, Jameer.
It's you. You'll be fantastic.
Thank you.
You look amazing. First of all, for attracting me with her dimples. Let's just start there. How are you right now in this season, and how's your heart?
You know, I think this is one of those moments where there's a lot of heavy things happening in the world, but I remain optimistic and positive. We have all people who are coming together at events like this to try to make change. So I remain optimistic.
Same, right?
Yes.
You're about to actually hop on a beautiful panel conversation about Black storytelling. How can storytelling actively kind of challenge the HIV stigma instead of kind of simply raising just awareness around it?
I think the way storytelling can change the story is by being authentic. What we see is that sometimes stories kind of gloss over HIV or they stigmatize certain characters. It's who you think might have HIV. By telling true stories about people living with HIV, people impacted by HIV, we can affect change.
What responsibility do creators, because I mean, we're at ABFF and I love this about creators. What responsibility do creators have when kind of representing communities that historically been misunderstood or even currently being erased?
I think a huge responsibility. I think we all have a shared responsibility. I work at ViiV Healthcare, so we're a pharmaceutical company that specializes in HIV medication. But I can tell you, science alone is not going to end the HIV epidemic. It is going to take addressing HIV stigma, which remains one of the most serious factors that impacts people living with HIV. So creators do have a responsibility of telling those authentic, real-life stories and helping to address HIV stigma.
Listen, have a great panel today.
Thank you
Happy
so
ABFF.
much.
Really
I
quick.
appreciate it.
How you feeling right now in this season of your life? You about to be on a panel, man. It's ABFF. And look, she's killing it with this dress on. I'm like, girl,
You know what I'm saying?
it's the paillettes and all the paillettes and all of the things, right?
I feel very grateful. I'm excited to be here, especially for the 30th.
I mean,
This is my first
listen,
film festival, and I'm like,
How you feel?
honestly, I'm really hot. But
I was gonna say, listen, we come from LA, so I'm like, oh.
I'm like, what is happening? But outside of that, I'm just so excited and just energized to be just around so many innovators and inspiring people. And, just being able to be a part of this panel. I have a movie premiering that I'm the
so
lead of.
excited.
I'm so excited too. I'm a little nervous because it's a little sexy. But outside of that,
As if she's not.
oh my God.
But listen, when you think of the impact of just Black queer storytelling on the younger generations, what do you hope they take away from today's conversation?
It's okay to be you.
That's it.
It's okay to be you. I think that as a stand-up comedian, I know for me, everything's subjective. And so be yourself and your people will find you.
That's it.
Never shy away from it. Because the ones who ain't supposed to be there ain't gonna be there.
And not have a good time today. Have a great panel today. I'm with my beautiful friend here. Number one in this season right now. How are you feeling?
Come on. I'm actually feeling really good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Despite all the outside circumstances, we are holding the inside together, Well, God holding the inside together.
For us, right.
That's
Listen, you're
correct.
about to be on a panel at ABFF. What are you hoping that people take away just from your conversation?
Every time I try to show up in spaces, I try to show up as my authentic self, not necessarily as the characters that I play. So I really hope that people are getting honesty. I hope that people can see through the work that I do that I'm human. and in turn realize their own humanity, and give themselves grace. But also at the same time, we are a community. We know the difference between pressure and pain. So you know what I'm saying? That is correct. So let's show up today.
Have a good time.
Thank you so much. Good to see you.
I was like, Felicia Pride is in the building. Number one, I am so proud of all the amazing work that you always do for community, for yourself, and everything. In this season of your life, how are you and how's your heart?
Woo.
Going there early.
You know what? My heart is full. I feel very grateful for this season. I feel very grateful for the work that we're doing, especially on A Different World sequel. But I also feel nervous. I feel excited. I feel just a multitude of emotions. But the
Yeah.
big one is just full.
That part, right?
Yeah.
I've had a lot of conversations in LA, probably with really all the cast, and I think everyone is excited about it. Just talked to Dawn last week. What part of the Black college life and community feel especially important to represent in today's generation, right? Because I know that A Different World in that time really opened up a lot of doors for myself and other people to really understand the dynamic of what HBCU life looks like.
Yeah.
What do you think they're looking for now?
Well, what was important to us, I can say, one is just reflecting the lives of young people today, but I also wanted to make sure we showed young Black intellectualism, young Black activism, and then the full breadth of their humanity. So they messy, but they're
They're all the
smart, they're having fun,
Yeah.
they're loving, they're living. I wanted to show their full humanity.
Yeah. And last question, when you think of just the emotional truth of just the Black community, right? We're living in a very colorful space, as I always say right now. What sits at the center of storytelling right now for you?
Heart and care. Those are the two words that I use a lot. I think that one of the things that Black people have is a lot of heart. So I wanted the show to feel like a big heart. But we also have humor. We also have challenges. So for me, it was like, how do I show and pay respect and celebrate Black life in a way that feels realistic, in a way that feels honest and truthful, and doesn't shy away from what we're dealing with, but also doesn't wallow in it. So those are the things. And then care. How do we do it with care? How do we care about the people in front of the camera, the people behind the camera? How do we care about our audiences? So those are the two things that were really important to me.
Listen, ABFF, thank you so much. And thank you for your heart.
Thank you.
Have a good time
Thank
today.
you. Thank
All right,
you.
y'all. So back with Power 97.5 LA, iHeartRadio. We're back again, y'all. No, you're totally fine. That's my mama. Amen. All of the things. Your career has spanned decades. I mean, you have done some absolutely amazing work that have left footprints for so many people in this season of your life right now. And we're going to get into Beyond the Gates. How are you and how's your heart?
Well, my heart is in good shape.
Yeah.
I take very good care of that because it was a problem early on in my life. But thank God I've had good doctors and I'm in great health.
You look great. Listen, 79, 80 years old. Where? 22.
Cardiologist said, come see me in a year.
Yeah, that part.
So I'm good.
When you think about this, ABFF continues to create spaces for Black creatives, and especially when you think of Beyond the Gates, your character is just absolutely impeccable, and it's needed when you think of, soaps in this time in an all-Black cast. For you, families often carry both love and silence at the same time. What emotional truths does this series explore underneath all of the glamour that we see?
I think it explores every emotion. Through this family, through our extensions, through our children and grandchildren, even our great-grandchildren on there, we get to see a range of emotion among African American families that is universal.
It literally is a universal
To me, it
conversation of
is
everything.
universal.
Yeah.
Everybody feels these things. And that bodes well for our audience and their relationship with us. They care about us because they see themselves in us. They see what we're feeling means something special to them as well.
I mean, listen, renewed 2 seasons. I mean, come on.
That is kind of nice to get 2 years at once.
2 years at once. Listen.
That was
Thank
great.
you for you, but thank you for all the work that you've done, and thank you for your legacy.
Thank you, Jameer.
Pleasure. I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
Just
you.
all the things that you have done.
You were sweet.
I
Thank
do
you.
want to ask you first, in this season of your life, how are you and how's
My
your
soft
heart?
season.
This is your soft girl season.
Very much my soft girl
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
yes.
How's your heart?
My heart is great. It's probably, honestly, in the best place it has been in a very long time. I have worked really hard in finding balance
Okay.
in this crazy, crazy world that
Very colorful.
we love, right? I always say the entertainment industry I love doesn't necessarily always love me, and I think every actor, every artist feels the same way. But I'm taking this with, with stride, and I'm opening myself up to all the opportunities because we don't know, we don't know.
Yeah.
So
Well, and this is the thing. Beyond the Gates, renewed for two more
Two more
seasons is
seasons,
absolutely crazy,
right.
but and ridiculous and beautiful all at the same time. But your character comes with strength and sophistication, but also emotional layers. What part of humanity, and I love that word, the humanity, did you want audiences and do want audiences to connect with?
I definitely wanted, and when that started happening for this character, Nicole Dupree, because at the beginning she was very grounded. I always called her that she was the rooted tree of the family, right? And her branches went wherever they needed to be. I'm going to help you, I'm going to help you, I'm going to help you. And then her world started to crumble and fall apart. And then she still was able to stand on her own 2 feet and say, okay, I got this. Life might be crazy for me right now, and people are reaching out their hands for me. I'll grab them when I need them, but I got this. And so as this character keeps becoming more layered, right? Like the dating two men. Oh, but can I tell you? The first time I read the script, I was like, two men in the same week? I was like, oh my God.
Same week.
I was like, isn't this daytime? Right. But she's having fun and she's allowed to have fun. And the thing I love more than anything is the writers are writing it. It's like, why shouldn't she be able to have fun? Why should people judge her? She'd been married for 27 years. Her entire life had been her career and working really hard to get her career, then raising her family, her husband, right? All of the things. And this is her moment. She got a moment to be selfish. And we should all be able to embrace that selfishness.
Thank you for you. Have a good panel today at ABFF. Thank you so much. Test, test, test. We are here at ABFF Day 3 Heart Radio, and I'm so excited. The 30th year anniversary, ABFF, #1 in this season, because you had an amazing premiere yesterday. You had some people just show up.
Yeah.
But in this season of both of your lives, how are you and how's your heart?
I mean, I feel grateful. I feel full. I feel, to have my family and friends and obviously a mentor like Tyler pull up and I have my first ever premiere with this amazing cast. I feel nothing but love in my heart.
Right. Listen, I saw you dancing and all of the things. How are you right now? Because you've had an amazing career. How are you in this season of your life, and how's your heart?
I'm great.
Yeah.
My heart is full with this project. We made this project with a lot of heart.
Yeah, you
and
can
a
tell.
lot of intentionality. And creatively, I'm just in a space where I want to do things that serve me creatively and emotionally. And I feel like this movie did that. So to give it to the world, or at least in the attempt to try to figure out how we're gonna do that, bringing it here is just great.
Right. At this film's core, it asks a lot of questions like, what would we do if we were giving one more chance at love? And shout out to love, because I'm like, love is a little interesting. But what do you think a lot of people kind of regret most whenever relationships end and not, what are the things that are just never said?
I think that when relationships end, it's more so about like what you didn't give to the person when you really reflect. And I think that from time to time when we're in a relationship, it's all about like what this person doesn't do for me as opposed to like maybe I didn't do enough. And I think that time of reflection is probably the most heartbreaking, because when you're really true with yourself, like just like in the film, it's like, oh, maybe I wasn't the right person, maybe I didn't do everything. So I think that's what people think.
Right. Like, Rom, your performance in this, it carries a very quiet emotion, but in addition to that, it has a lot of depth, right? For you, what emotion in this film was the most difficult for you to kind of sit with once the cameras just started rolling?
Well, for me, I wanted to try to create a character, or at least a foundation of a character who was battling internally with like his agenda, but also what his moral compass was. As things are revealed throughout the film, you know, him being his best friend, and then we find out that he's his guardian angel. But then also we're trying to navigate why he's sort of, you know, I don't want to give the film away,
But you know,
why he's doing
but, you
certain
know, doing
things.
certain
I just want to propose, you know, the question, what it is you might think he's doing, or what his motives are, and I think that we all kind of deal with that in some other smaller, you know, molecular level.
Yeah,
you know
in,
what I'm
in many
saying?
different capacities, right?
Yeah.
But the one shot format, it really does create urgency, you know, within this, and it kind of feels almost like itself. What really is the deeper message that is kind of forcing audiences to kind of experience the second that reset button is had?
I mean, I think that we made it a wonder because even though Javi's trying to get these second chances at love, second chance at his life, time time is always going to move forward, and you know, time is a constant that you cannot fight, or you know, it will always win. So like that camera, that motion is the, hey, no matter what you do, this, you're always going to get to the end. So that's essentially why we wanted to make it, you know, the winner.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking about second chances, you know, I think within this film, you know, your character experiences hope and heartbreak simultaneously. How do you balance those emotions and extremes without losing kind of like your own personal authenticity?
As far as doing the film,
Yeah, and could be personal as well.
I mean, I think it all kind of it's fluid in my mind. Yeah, the character isn't me, but sometimes we have the luxury, just being actors, we get to live vicariously through. Sometimes we do a lot of inner working within ourselves, and the opportunities that we get to work on stuff. And it's always in service of trying to be a better person and better version of yourself, which I feel like I always try to do when I'm working.
I feel like
stuff.
it's always about evolution to some capacity.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
This film, honestly, and I don't want to give too much away. So actually, you know what? If someone leaves this film, because I was excited when I saw it yesterday. I was like, no, I don't want to give too much. If someone leaves this film and immediately calls the person that they love afterwards, what do you hope that this story kind of tells them, or what they should say?
Wow, that's a good question. I would hope that they say, "Let's go dancing. Let's go dancing. Let's enjoy one another." You never know how long you have on this earth, and it's more so about, you know, just appreciating the people that are around you and making sure that you're loving them the right way.
You know. And last question for you: if you could give your younger self one piece of advice about love after making this film, what would that be?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't give myself any advice. I just you gotta go through it,
You
man.
gotta go through life.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, look, I just feel like there's certain things that are preventable. I think in love, like, you really have to find your way. I can tell you as much as I want to, but
you still gotta experience.
You still gotta experience and
Yeah.
make your own way.
And for you, again, I think that audience will walk away with one lesson. For you, what is that one lesson of forgiveness from this film that you want that to be for people that are walking away?
I would say, forgive yourself first.
Okay.
And then you can learn how to love and forgive other people.
Yeah.
I think that once you look inward, that's the most important thing, and that's the only way that you can truly love someone.
Listen, congratulations. Thank you, guys. Happy ABFF. I appreciate
Appreciate
you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Number
Right.
one, the 30th year anniversary of ABFF. Before we get started, I just want to ask you guys, in this season of your life, and I asked you this in Los Angeles, so I'm going to go last with you. How is your heart?
It's in better spirits. I mean, if you live in the pendulum theory, if we're in the bad and then we're at the top, it can only swing back to the positive. So I'm keeping on the positive, waiting for the swing back, and that's where my heart's at.
That part.
Yes.
I'm in so much gratitude. Right now, I'm so happy that the culture has responded to Nemesis. I'm so happy about my new opportunity at Apple. I'm more than anything really happy about my relationship with Tani and my wonderful child. My kid is thriving, and that is, for any parent, honestly, that's the most
Like, that's the
important
only
thing.
thing that really
It's the only thing that really matters.
really,
It's the
really
only thing that really matters.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But Nemesis being hot is good too.
I mean, listen, it was good to see a little number one on the Netflix.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
put about $20 over here. I was like, come on, y'all.
Globally, yeah. For me, I always say 3 loves in life. Love what you do, and I'm in a business where I enjoy what I get to do. Love and enjoy the folks you do it with.
Yeah.
And I got to do this with my new family.
I mean, you did.
And love what you say with your work.
Yeah.
And if those 3 chakras line up, you're rich no matter what the paycheck is.
You are.
So, good.
All the things, right? When we think of Black television, it has expanded dramatically. And in recent years, what responsibility comes with creating stories that influence audiences and how they see Black success and power, and especially identity?
This is the queen of it. I mean,
Okay, all right. All right, well, I always feel a responsibility to show us in varied ways, that we are not just a monolith, that we come in all different shapes and sizes, that we care about things that everybody cares about, that the Black experience is universal, but the universal experience is not Black. So we have to really be very selective in how we show, especially in this show, for example, families. Families that are intact, families that are breaking apart, all those things. Obviously, I've done quite an exploration of adultery in a prior show. So this year, we really wanted to, this time I really wanted to, and within the bounds of our relationship as well, that's me gesturing to Tani for those who are listening. I wanted to make sure that we talked about what romance is and what romantic partnership is and what marriage really means, and I think you really see that. We talked a lot about how to show Black love.
It was shown. It was shown in many different capacities in those relationships.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
And the multitude of relationships in there, even with father and son too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know?
And also, I mean, with what people are saying, Moesha's daddy and Jaleesa, right? But even they have a love,
Even
right?
they have a love as well.
Exactly.
They do,
Yeah.
right? When you think of great antagonists, often kind of believe that they're heroes in stories. What did this project kind of teach you about perspective and the human complexity?
That everyone's the hero in their own narrative. Yeah. No matter how heinous the act is, they will find a way to make themselves the hero in their narrative. So our 2 protagonists or antagonists, depending if you're Team Styles or Team Coltrane, you'll notice a lot of that. You will,
right? You know, with you, your family's contribution to Black cinema, it continues to redefine what is possible within generations, within filmmakers and actors. When you look back at today's industry, what progress makes you proud and what work remains still unfinished?
That's a great question. I think some of it is obviously in front of the camera, but a lot of it's behind the camera. This is my dad's dream, that you get to sit down with a sister and a brother who are together, who run it and make it happen and make that magic as a couple and doing it and living it. You know what I mean? And I would just sit there. They'd invite me over to the crib. I'd be just sitting on the couch going, wow, I'm kind of feeling 2 at home. You know, so that my dad wanted to see this, you know, was that this was worth that fight, that struggle to say, can we, you know, because one of the last conversations I had with my father was that about the modern day colonizer doesn't really put chains on your body. The chains are on your mind. And the first way to free your mind is control your own imagery, the imagination of what you can be, what you can see. And so when you take that imagery and it's written by us, for us, and done with all these layers and complexities, and like she said, not in a monolithic vibe at all, you know, then that's part of what I love seeing. And so that's the and something else my dad and I talked about was that, yes, Dr. King's dream was that not just that the talented 10th could make it, but that the average brother or sister could make it, like the average white brother or sister could make it. You know what I mean? But to seeing us here working in a business where it's not easy to do right now, you got AI around the corner, and doing it in California and then making it happen, and raising a family in Hollywood, making it happen. I know a little bit about that. You go, wow, this is so all of it. It's kind of hard to say one thing, but all of it. It makes me feel good to say this is genuinely from us.
I want to thank all of you, honestly, but thank you for being a great mom. I think sometimes we miss that piece, but also thank you guys for legacy. Have a good day. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Oh my God. My heart is full and also like a little sad. It's confusing. Okay. It's confusing because I love that I get to celebrate my show, but it's the last season. And thank you so much.
We're mad it's leaving.
I know I'm mad it's leaving too, and also, but also grateful for the opportunity, and I'm also so grateful to be here. I wish there were like more Black festivals where we could do this too. So it's like all the things.
Yeah, honestly, my heart is proud because literally getting to build the vision with Michelle of this final season has been so rewarding, and getting to leave it all on the floor. We left it all on the floor. Like literally there's so much great stuff this season and so many fun surprises. So, yeah, feeling really proud.
All the things, right? You know, with you, comedy often allows us to kind of tell hard truths, right? What truth about womanhood or identity were you finally able to say through this show that you couldn't say before?
My God. Okay, Montel Williams. I love it. Okay. Um, for me, it is speaking up about what you want in life without apologizing. No matter how hard it is, or how conservative or alternative or whatever it is, just what you want, what's going to make you feel whole, without shame.
Without shame, right? You know, as writer and creator, how intentional were you about building a world where Black women exist beyond stereotypes and are allowed to also be messy?
Is it all right if I have you say as writer and showrunner?
Writer and showrunner. And showrunner. There we go.
Is that all right? Okay, all right, great. I just want to make sure.
Listen, I night, but you would put the ma'am.
Sorry, repeat the question.
No. When you think about just building a world where Black women just don't exist beyond stereotypes, how do you feel like allowing them to also feel messy within all of the things too? Because I feel like we always want to mask these things. No.
I love that question because, in fact, I think so often Black women in media are shown as either Olivia Pope, white suits, red wine, no stains, or we're Bad Girls Club, throwing pots and pans, you know? And I'm like, honestly, most Black women, we're in the middle. We have our messy days, we have our chic days. And so the mess is part of who we are. That's being human, baby. We have to be human first.
You know, creator, ma'am, and actress, and all of the things. For you, many viewers kind of see themselves in Mavis. Even men. I saw myself in Mavis. Now, I didn't like going all the way upstairs with no elevator because, girl, you was moving. I was like, girl, it's hot in New York. But many viewers kind of see themselves in Mavis because she refuses to kind of make herself feel smaller for love. For you, what lesson do you hope audiences kind of take away about self-worth and also in relationships?
Oh my God, that they are enough. That they are always enough, and it doesn't matter what part of life they're at. They don't have this, they want that, more of this, less of that. They are just enough, just the way they are. And I'm going to go back to what I said before. Ask for what you want because it really is what you need.
It is. It is. Did you want to touch on anything?
And the only other thing I would add is not only are we enough, we're also never too much because the right partner loves all of who you are.
Yeah. You know, as Black television continues to evolve, what stories do you hope remain underrepresented?
Wait, what stories do I hope remain underrepresented? I don't know if I can answer that. I think what I will say is that all stories that show us in our humanity are valid. And there might be stories that show pain more than joy. I'm always going to gravitate towards joy, but anything that shows us deeply in our humanity is valid.
And I always love to ask this question.
What do you hope?
Okay. When you think of just your life and all the things that you have accomplished, y'all are hilarious. I'm loving this. Right, it's like your life, Lord, your life. You know what's crazy? Everybody always says that during my show. They be like, Lord, I got to go through the life with y'all.
I actually brought my tambourine.
What do you want your legacy to be?
Oh, man. I really hope my legacy is, I hope people look at my stuff when I'm long gone and feel joyful, feel warm, feel like inspired.
Yeah, I really feel like as a storyteller, I was put here on earth to
build bridges to future storytellers. That is what I do. And I feel like you remain immortal as long as people say your name. That's why I tell stories that last on platforms. I'm here to be immortal, and I want to build bridges to future storytellers always. That's what I feel like we've
So
done
proud
with
of
this
you.
show.
Oh, feel like we made a
No,
little.
listen.
Don't,
When
okay.
he sees me,
Okay,
right,
wait.
he walks through the hallway.
Don't do this.
No, we
Go
have
ahead.
to show. It's you, right? He walks through the hallway, goes. Why?
Well, listen, we made a viral video in LA. Number one in this space. Okay, ma'am, you have made audiences laugh, cry, and grow with multiple generations and
Yes.
all the things that you have done. Looking back, what do you think comedy has taught you about healing, resistance,
Oh
and
my
also survival?
It is all about that because I'm really telling my real life story. Yeah, I talk about my pain, I talk about all of it, but you know what? Laughter is a healer, and that's how I've survived my whole life, being loud and telling a damn joke.
And telling the truth.
And telling the
Listen,
truth.
we're excited to hear you tonight. I'm always happy to see you. Have a good
Excited to see
time.
you too. Give me a hug. No, I know his ass. He tried to get me in LA one time. Don't shush me. Don't shush me. He is really sweet.
I know, he was
right?
so good. You were so nervous. I was
I
like,
know.
but he did
It
good.
just so happened we were at the same restaurant. Look, now I gotta take it. It just so happened we was at the same restaurant while my son was on this thing that we were doing for him.
Yeah.
You pick our date, and that was his first date.
That
and
was
he
his
was
first date.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
so
So he happened to be there, and it was nice to share.
Go do your interviews. Get out of here. I'm so proud of you. Have a good time tonight.
You going watch?
I am.
Okay.
It's you.
Okay.
Number
Handmade.
one,
For the handmade.
I'm so proud of you and all of the things in this space. How are you and how's your heart?
How am I going to hide my heart?
How is your heart?
Oh, I'm like,
We can
huh,
hide our
what?
heart sometimes, though. I mean, let's be clear.
I kind of just lean into the things that I know like make me smile. Whether that's like talking to people who make me smile. A lot of my friends are comedians, and so it's a lot of we say the quiet stuff to each other out loud. Privately, and it's fantastic. It's fun.
Comedy often, turns life's moments really uncomfortable. For
Mm-hmm.
you, though, when you think of your personal truth and life experiences, what has kind of shaped your voice in the life that you've experienced?
I think when I first started doing stand up, it was an attempt to see myself in the landscape, and because of that, I tell jokes and bits and stories that are specific to me. And so, it's almost now at this point, it's like, is but also it's like, am I doing this for the stand up or am I, or am I doing it for me? Yeah. Sometimes I wander just into a dark alley. Like, this will be a good joke,
Listen, but have a good time tonight.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
you.
Pleasure to meet you. You out here just looking fly.
Well, this is all of the things. NK is in the building.
Yes, I am.
Number one, in this season of your life, how's your heart? Last season, but all of the things, how's your heart right now?
You know what? I am so full. There's gratitude. It's grief. Mourning. I feel like I'm launching these characters. Like when your kids leave home and go to college, it feels like I'm launching these. Exactly. Now they're going. They're never going to call. It's a whole thing. But no, I feel amazing, grateful, so grateful, and really proud of what we did over the last 8 years.
It's been beautiful, right? When you think of All American, it's never really just been about football. Honestly, it's been about family, and it is a series that ultimately kind of taught audiences about what it means to survive and thrive as a young Black person in America. When you think of just this series as it approaches its final season, what legacy do you hope that it leaves for all of the audiences?
You know what? I hope the show has taught people that love is the most important thing. And even when you mess up or you make a mistake or you stumble, it's okay to be like, my bad, forgiveness, move forward. Like if we've helped people figure out how to move forward in life, we've done our job. Exactly. If we've helped the greater public figure out how to relate to our Black youth, we've done our job.
Have a good time today. This shirt, because I need this
I
shirt.
don't want to hear anything because every time I see you, you put it on, brother.
Today's a slow day. We're not doing this.
What? A slow day? Okay, all right. Okay.
Listen,
Yes.
looking back years from this amazing series, fans are going to say they saw themselves in the stories that you guys have been able to tell. What do you hope they remember most about football, right? But also about the heart of All American?
I think family. I think it takes a village,
Yeah.
and I think with this show you saw that.
Absolutely.
And being able to reach back and never forget where you came from.
Yeah.
I think those are the things that people leave with, because I think also people will see themselves in some character on this show, and that second chances and sometimes third chances are possible.
They are possible.
And once you get that, you want to make the best of them.
As this show create and has created legacy, what do you want yours to be?
Ah, man, that's a good question. I think really just talking about perseverance, never
Okay.
giving up,
Yeah.
and being grateful
Yeah.
for the journey,
Yeah.
and enjoying the process of it all.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That part.
yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
have a good time today. I'm always proud of you.
Man, I appreciate you so much,
I feel
man.
like we keep seeing each other at every
Exactly.
carpet. Jesus,
Exactly.
we just stand in the. Well, I want to talk about a flow from yesterday that I don't think anybody's even talking about. You
What
won
happened?
something yesterday.
Oh,
I was like,
yes.
how did that
What a
feeling
beautiful
feel?
day.
I mean, that was a beautiful day.
Man, it was really nice. I didn't know how to feel because I mean life is still going on. You know what I mean? I was in a rough place. I invited my therapist to be there with me. I just was honest about the support I needed at the time. But it ended up feeling amazing.
You've now shifted my questions because I talk a lot on my show at iHeart about therapy and how some of us, people of color, don't. Mine or yours?
Mine.
It's like this hair. It's like
mine.
gel it down. Legit. But when you think of just even the series, what legacy do you hope people take away from this last season?
For my character, more importantly, like be yourself.
Yeah.
Be you. And I watched, and even it happens to me in my real life. You know, people will try to shape shift, you know, and make you you know, I don't know. I don't palatable for their appetite. I don't know. Like, but I'm an acquired taste, and you just have to have it or you don't. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm gonna be me.
It's like a taste level. We all don't have it.
You know, and for you, what do you want your legacy to be?
When you look at me, I want you to know that I have traveled the deepest route of every single emotion there is, and I plan to share.
Okay.
So believe anything I say in that realm to be what it is, and I'm not afraid of that.
That we can tell.
So the legacy would be authenticity, everything in its realest and purest form.
Thank you for your heart.
Thank you. Love first.
That part.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations yesterday. What was yesterday?
I like talking.
You like the left hand little number? I was gonna say.
I have a side. I'm not afraid to admit.
I always like to ask this question whenever I'm doing interviews. First off, in the season of your life right now, how are you and how's your heart?
Oh. Wow. Good, honestly. And like Mike said earlier, you can't be sad in Miami, right?
Yeah, it's hot, but you know.
Yeah, it's tough to be sad here. My heart feels fine. This season of my life would be returning to myself.
Ooh. I love a good return to self. When you think of your character, Jordan has spent a lot of years kind of navigating privilege and pressure and loss and just all of the things. A lot of young men really struggle with defining themselves outside of just sports and relationships and achievement. For you, what do you think Jordan's story says about finding self-worth beyond success?
That it's more than possible. That it might take leaning on some people around you.
Yeah.
Your family, your friends, your loved ones. But if you continue to do the work and you continue to love yourself in the process, you'll find it.
Possible, right?
Yeah.
Layla's journey, man.
The way you said it.
I'm just saying, and that sounds like a book alone by itself. We often celebrate strength, but rarely discuss the courage it takes to heal. And healing is definitely needed and necessary of what we're going through right now with life. What has Layla taught you about choosing yourself and protecting, honestly, your own personal peace?
Oh wow, that you're allowed to do that. I think Layla is someone who, in the beginning, really poured a lot of herself and her energy into worrying and caring for other people. And I think as the show progressed, she
learn that she's also allowed to do that for herself. And like Michael said, ask for help and support from people around you. I think that can be really hard. And just normalizing that and allowing yourself to seek those people out because they're there and they want to help. Yeah.
Give yourself the grace. All of the things. Thank you guys. Have a good time. Happy great season and all of the things. We appreciate you. Such a special moment when we think of just filmmakers and AI and XR and all of the things. How are you in this season? How's your heart?
My heart is so full. It's overflowing. I'm just so grateful to just have this opportunity to be amongst so many creators and change makers in this industry and to also be at the forefront of this category, this AI XR category. This is the first year that they're having this at ABFF. Shout out to Alton Glass.
We literally had a conversation ahead of time, and I was like, Alton, you're doing some things.
Amazing. So to be in pretty much the inaugural category of this, I love an inaugural.
I like being the first at times.
Okay, I love that. So I'm really, really excited, and this is just unbelievable for my first time at ABFF.
Right. You know, for the first, there are always those questions when we think of AI and XR. You know, they are transforming really how stories are being created and experienced. And I think for you, what story were you able to tell kind of through this technology, and what has kind of been impossible, right, using this kind of traditional filmmaking alone?
So I'm a producer on the short film Fame Farm, and it's created by Who in God's Name, amazing genius creator. I've been following his projects for 3 years. I would say I discovered him, but that's between us. And something that I felt was just really motivating is that we're able to create something without having such huge budgets or permission from studios or having to wait on someone just right at your fingertips, So I love his imagination, and we've been developing many projects behind the scenes. And then when you'll see Fame Farm, it's incredible. The music, the colors, the programs that he used.
The poster alone looked amazing.
Thank you. Created by him as well. So the opportunity to create the things that we imagine, have a very fantastical imagination. I love Afrofuturism. I love sci-fi, fantasy. So being able to create those sorts of projects at this stage, at an early creator stage, is incredible.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, as you touched on earlier, being the first with this, what do you want people to take away from the conversation that you guys are going to have on the panel today?
One thing I really want people to take away is this is an opportunity for us. I know people are, they have mixed feelings about AI as a whole, but there's a way to do this responsibly. There's a way to be at the forefront, to be a leader, to be knowledgeable about these things and not shy away or run away from it. And I think that will give us more power. Like it's empowering for us to know and be ahead of the curve when it comes to this, so that they are coming to us. We can make everything our own. We are the creators. We are the co-creators. We are the blueprint. And this is not it's included. There's nothing that we cannot do. So as unlimited beings, as unlimited creators, this is another opportunity for us to show up and create and change, make changes.
I wanted to shout you out because I think the beautiful thing about a conversation that you and I had earlier is that you are having the experience of being able to live many different places. So thank you for just bringing and building in all these different worlds so people can kind of take advantage of this colorful mind of yours and all the things.
Oh my goodness, I have stories, and we had one little conversation at Starbucks, but we're gonna really sit down and have tea, okay?
Literally tea. Listen, thank you so much. Have a good time today. Have a great panel.
Absolutely.
All the things. It's acting like you not photogenic. Stop playing with the people.
No, it's not that I'm not photogenic. It gets awkward to me. That's what it is. It's like, cause I don't know. I can't stand still. Like, I feel like sometimes you be like, oh, hi, all right,
You're like, which way do I turn?
Right,
Where do I go?
Listen, this season is being described as Kanan's evolution, right? And looking back at where he started, what moment do you think truly marked the end of his innocence and the beginning of the man audiences eventually kind of meet in power?
Episode 1, when he steps onto a corner and makes a very grown man decision. You know what I mean? I think he thought he was doing what was best for his family in the moment, but when you finally start to pull back the consequences of that, that's why we got 5 seasons of what that undoes.
Well, and I think with Kanan, he spent years trying to figure out who he is, kind of while being kind of shaped by family expectations and things like that. With street culture and survival, what do you think his journey says about the cost of becoming the person everyone expects you to be?
Uh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, I think that's just the story we're telling. It's what happens when you're in your environment, whatever environment you're in, and whatever influences you have shapes how you see yourself in the world. It shapes how you want to impact the world, and that's simply what Kanan is doing, man. It's he's just trying to embody the legacy that he feels he's seen around.
That part, right?
You know what I'm saying?
And lastly, kind of like what surprised you most about, and I love this part, the humanity and the vulnerability, but also the emotional complexity beneath kind of the legend.
That's the story of anybody. Like nobody really just turns out how they are. I mean, they go through different things. Everybody's experiences, what their relationship with their family is. That's what kind of makes them who they are. And I think that's the work of really being an actor and doing the thing is just trying to understand the why. That's the empathy. That's what I'm saying. That's the empathy in being a person and being alive. Really, I'm saying you gotta whether you want to understand it and agree with it or not. That's up to you. But it's always in the why.
Have a good time. I appreciate Miss Miller.
You look amazing.
You look beautiful.
Oh my God, thank
Look,
you.
this is the dress down there.
What? Okay. Okay.
When you think of Raquel, right? Raquel is one of television's most fascinating characters, I have to say, right? And when you think of that, it's because she's both a protector, but in addition to that, she's a predator.
She is a predator.
She's a mother. And I must say she's a mastermind, right? And all of the things. As you've lived with her for 5 seasons now, right? Five seasons. What do you believe is the deepest wound she's been trying to heal through power and control?
I think the deepest wound might be from those early scars of not having a great relationship with her mother, of not feeling good enough, not feeling loved enough, not feeling like she was supported in a way where she needed her mom. Her mom maybe could have corrected a lot of different courses and paths for her, but she didn't. And I think that is what makes her crazy with Kanan is because from the very beginning, she's like, you do this, you do that. She's overdoing it and she doesn't know because she didn't have what I mean, the experience or having a role model of how to be a mom. So I think you see her in her raw, just trying to figure it out. And I think that's what's so human about her. And I think that's what people pick up on in all of the craziness is that she's just doing what she can.
Right. Well, with saying that though, at what point do you think love becomes control? Right. And also, is Raquel aware of really that distinction?
I don't think she is. I think she's too far gone. I think what I've loved playing out about this character, because me, Patina, I can read and be like, what the fuck is she? What is she? Like, this is crazy. But you know what? To go that far and to really be like, play a character like this, you have to believe it. The character has to believe she's doing it for the right reasons, right? She's doing it because she wants to create legacy for her son. She wants to create legacy for the family around her. She wants to protect her family, the family that she should have had. And she's trying to create that. And if I can be in control because I know better, then I can stop you from doing the bad thing. But the thing is she can't.
Right. For you, what is legacy?
I mean, legacy is everything. Legacy is honestly the dream. Legacy is sort of what you want to be able to have, like, and it's hard, and there's a responsibility to legacy, and there's a honestly there is wanting to create that or just being a part of legacy and to trying to uphold all of that is, but it's a real thing.
It is. Listen, have a good time
Oh
tonight.
my gosh, thank you. We were just getting started.
Who are you? London Brown, Marvin Thomas, all of the things. I talked a lot about this weekend about just generational trauma and growth and all of the things. One of the most powerful things in raising Canaan is generational trauma. And in your eyes, how does Marvin's story show the difference between repeating cycles, but then also actively choosing to break them?
I think the first sign of that was when Marvin went to therapy. When he went to therapy, especially for us, a lot of times we don't go. you know, we because of pride and whatever else. But the fact that even okay, I will admit
was gonna say, do we even know?
we well, I will say Marvin, even though it was court ordered, he didn't want to go. So Marvin ain't any different. He didn't want to go. He wasn't no different. But when he did go, and finally let the shell down, shout out to the therapist who was able to talk, Miss Renee. She got him to kind of let the wall down and really start to connect with Marvin in a real way. And so sometimes that's all it takes is somebody to believe in you and just say, hey, you can trust me and share. And so I think through that, we're able to see that side and see some growth in Marvin out of. And he still got some other stuff working on.
Still got some stuff that he working
You
on,
know,
right?
but for the moment, he was at least able to shed the little bit he was able to shed, because they coming to me. The few layers he was able to shed, it did allow him to get closer with his daughter. So that was a good thing out of that.
You know, and I think also a lot of fans really, of course, love the show. But with Marvin's character, it's really the heart of the Thomas family. And despite, you know, all of the flaws, why do you think audiences connect so strongly with characters who are imperfect, but also genuinely trying to become better?
I think, see, as an actor, what I was trying to do is create layers within Marvin. The more layers we have to make characters more three-dimensional, the more relatable they are. So I think that if Marvin was a caricature, the audience wouldn't, he would have been dismissed. But I think because Marvin is vulnerable, because when you look at Marvin, Marvin is the only character I think on the show that he can tell a joke, he can eat, he can be upset, he can carry a gun or a bag of chips or
I was gonna say all of the things.
all the things. And because of that, when he does all these things, none of them feel out of place. They just look like Marvin is, you know, because even when, if Marvin is upset or if Marvin is in the back of a dance class for his daughter, none of it looks corny. None of it looks like, what's he doing? He's just, that's why even when people laugh at Marvin, he's not trying to be funny. Marvin is just, he really thinks that makes sense to him. So I'm saying,
It's okay.
which is okay. So because of that, I think people really, when they look at Marvin, they see somebody they know or someone like that. And he like, yo, and that's why you cheer for Marvin. And you also are disappointed with Marvin when he messes up. You're like, what you doing? So he be upsetting people. But because of that, the audience wouldn't feel disappointed if they didn't really, if at the core of them, they weren't cheering for him. They want him to do well. So I think that's what the audience gravitates to.
Listen, you're always doing well. We appreciate your heart. Thank you for you.
Thank you, brother.
Absolutely. Have a good
Can
time
you
today.
sing?
I got that voice, don't I?
You know,
Not really.
One of my favorite
What
singers
size these
ain't
pants? I
got
don't need the pants. I'm just saying. You look good. All right.
Thank you.
First of all, in this season right now of your life and all of the things, how are you and how's your heart?
I'm wonderful right now. My heart is full. Appreciating everything. My guy Slick.
I mean, Slick,
You know
come
what I'm
on.
saying?
This guy just gets on camera and
I mean,
everybody's
it's just like everyone's like, ah!
you don't gotta say nothing, right?
You really don't. It's like the people they just know.
Right? What is
They
that,
just
bro? You
know.
ain't gotta say nothing.
It's the Slick effect, man. This the way it was lit and the way it was shot. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was gonna say no. The film, amazing. Here, come on, both of y'all, get in the
Yeah.
shot. We're gonna do all of the things, right? With you, right? This father is imperfect and struggling, really trying to reconnect after years of absence. What did you find most challenging about kind of portraying a man who wants redemption but also can't erase the pain that he's caused?
Well, it's really a corny question, but
You ain't
yeah,
a father yet.
yeah.
I mean, right?
I ain't a father yet. I don't really got those trials and tribulations yet.
Trials and tribulations.
I ain't go through that yet.
Well, and when you think though about fatherhood, though, you know, it's often portrayed through sacrifice and responsibility. You know,
Yeah, 100%.
this story examines regret, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a balance of like you can't be the best father, friend, you know what I'm saying, anybody, person without feeling internally happy, right? So you have to kind of be the best version of yourself, and sometimes that means you got to be selfish in order to be generous, So I feel like this movie kind of explores that.
Exactly. Right. When you think of audiences, though, I mean, you've done some amazing work that we've always loved. What do you think audiences can learn from the characters' journeys, right, that they experience about repairing broken relationships?
I mean, that's all life is trying to
relationships in general are so fragile. You know, like whether it's friends, whether it's with your parents, as Slick said, you know, in there, it's like he had a rocky relationship with his dad. I think we're all just trying to, you know, navigate this world and fix the relationships and make them better and strengthen them. And again, that's the reason why, like, they really drew me to, you know, to the script because, you know, man, we just don't get a chance to see these stories, especially us tell them. You know, all of the, you know, the quote unquote, they get to do that all the time, right? They get to be broken, they get to be fragile, they get to like hate their parents, they and we don't really get to play, we don't get to play in that sandbox a lot, you know. So brilliant script, brilliant cast, and yeah.
Brilliant, right? And just last question, what did this role allow you to explore that audiences may not have seen from your characters before?
Um, just be a little lighthearted, a little bit funny, you know, a little likable, not as dark and all of that. You
Like
know
they
what I'm
like me a
saying?
little
So,
bit. They like me a little
yeah,
bit.
it was just fun being able to play in that field. Just have fun with everything. Every scene that I shot was was a lot of fun. So it definitely was just that exploring that was a great experience for me for sure.
For you guys, what do you want audiences to take away from this film?
That every relationship can be repaired. Yeah.
He said it best. Every relationship can be repaired. I like that.
Listen, thank you guys for creating legacy, because clearly that's what you did, and keep doing. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Like, what we doing?
What we doing?
What we doing? What we doing? I got we in shot. We in shot.
We in the
We in the
shot.
shot.
We in the shot.
We in the shot. Number one, I'm always so proud of you. So proud of your family and all of the things. In this season right now, how's your heart?
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry.
Stop it.
It's good. It's good. Honestly, I'm in a very peaceful space in my life mentally, even amidst with all of the craziness that goes on in my life. It's really just keeping myself at bay, and I'm really grateful that I was able to learn how to re-regulate myself in those times that I needed. And but yeah, I mean, at times when it's a lot and chaotic, I really just try to stay and kind of get myself back into the mix
the
of
groove
things,
of it,
into the
right?
groove.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of ups and downs, and it can be difficult in this point in my life. But I think really finding my community, finding my people,
Yeah.
and
Which is huge.
huge. I think is the most important for me right now, and being the most. People say the best version of themselves. I say the most honest version of myself. I just want to be real with myself and move forward in that way.
Right?
Yeah.
When you think about Girl Dad, what was the most emotional truth about the father-daughter relationship that immediately kind of drew you to this story?
Ooh, the emotional truth. Um, I think the secrets that were embedded in the relationship that you kind of had no idea were even there until conversations are had. And that's why, communication is everything. And I had to I feel like everyone kind of connects with that in a way.
Literally, they do.
Like you don't really get to know somebody for real until you have the conversation, whether it's nasty or messy or aggressive or whatever. That's real emotion that has been probably kept in for so long, and you're just letting it out, and which I really thought was a really good pivotal moment in the film, because that's a real moment, when Provi realizes oh wait, so mom did this,
right?
And
amazing screen.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. So I think there's a lot of things that Provi's character realized in the conversation, and so did Elijah, that I think is a real thing that happens. Yeah.
And last question, when I think about you and your career and all of the things, right? How did you approach portraying just a young woman who's learning that healing isn't always about getting the apology you want, but also just understanding the people or the person that you hurt?
Oh my goodness. How I went about it?
I mean, yeah. Because it's hard at times.
It's hard,
Yeah.
but I was really excited. I was really excited to play her, and I always find a little bit of myself in every character that I play, and this was something that I really wanted to take care of. Wanted to take care of her. Wanted to take care of. And y'all, thank you, man. Please interview me all the time. This is just such a sweet moment. Yeah, I think. No, it's amazing. I think it's a really sweet moment, and I think I just, like I said up there, is I would love to be in simplistic films that are just so layered and real, and you have to really go into the character to know really what the ultimate film is about.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's exactly what we did here, and I want to continue to make more films and challenging films like that. And thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a great time. ABFF. Fantastic girl, always.
So good to see you.
Good seeing you.